And hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to another scene for Darkness in Dublin. This is the Demon venue where we're all going to have one hell of a good time. Yes, thank you. Well, this is a follow-up scene where, well, hey, what was supposed to be a spa kind of grew out of control because two people here don't like each other, and the hate might have grown a little bit. But well, the one that did the damage feels sorry, and she started walking out of the park. And after a while, after a minute of walking, maybe two, she'll be just signed with, and she'll just come and look at Leo. Fuck it, I'm. You're not going to die from it. I'm going to help you.
Fuck off.
I would better alone, and I don't think that's illegal to do in public right here. And she'll try and get Leo up.
Get your hands off of me.
Then give me a number so I can ring, so someone can come help you. But I'm not leaving you here alone.
I'm gonna ask this one more time. Get the fuck away from me.
I'm trying to fucking help you. I hurt
You know
you.
it's
I
not
did something dumb. I did something dumb. I did something stupid. Okay?
Yep, you did. Now fuck off.
I'm trying to fucking help. Let me help.
By moving your legs in that general direction.
And she gets on the phone to Gabriel.
Oh god.
With that, a black sedan will pull up.
All right.
Black
What do you want to
tinted.
do? What do you want to do first? The conversation, or you want to introduce your character?
It's in the middle of the park, so by the time I guess she gets here, we can probably have a quick conversation.
All right.
So yes, Gabriel's phone rings.
Yeah. Speak.
Gabriel.
Hey, hon. What's up?
Yeah, okay. I did something fucking stupid and you're probably going to hate me, but can you please come to, I think it's, yeah, to Phoenix Park, and she'll give like a specific place.
All right. What you do?
Oh, fuck.
Your sister and I were sparring and I hurt her too badly. Please come.
The phone is instantly clicked away like that was a hot second. He didn't even have. She didn't even have time to explain any further. He just immediately hangs up the phone and he's on his way. It will take a while because, he needs to get dressed and stuff.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
You want to assume that Carnage and Maggie are just rolling together?
Well, Carnage, spends his day at the zoo inside of Phoenix Park because that's his primary place of employment. Oh, dear God.
All right, cool. Fun.
So, not likely to show up unless, of course, it was showing up because it was an off day for him.
I mean, could be on a break and there was that whole law being used.
Yeah, that'd be why he would just, walk out. They don't keep track of him. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but the reason why was because Tim was wondering if two of us wanted to show up together.
Yeah. And then probably Maggie probably get up out of her car, and as she's passing by, may just see Carnage.
Yeah, where after all those floors
however
that were used up.
Oh, sorry.
It's like after all those lures that we used, Brian would definitely that was a good time to take a break and see what the hell is going on. Because dear God, why?
Yeah.
What is going on in the park right outside of the zoo? No.
Let's
So
hope
yeah,
it's not crazy.
they'll see Lil sitting on the ground, lying on the ground. What is she?
Lil is actually slowly getting up as Luna is using the phone. Probably using like a tree to support herself. There's blood on her face. Her head is sort of bandaged, actually. Not by proper bandages, I believe, but just by some strips of cloth. Yeah. And she's just, yeah, like I said, slowly getting up, grabbing a cigarette, lighting it up, and is just glaring at Luna, like with all the hate that Lil can muster right now.
Which is a lot of it.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Actually, if it's allowed, she won't have to reach for a cigarette. Antoine will stop like right next to her and offer her one,
That's fine as well. She'll take it.
and pull out a lighter and hold the flame to the end for her.
So Brian would rush over to Lil, especially since she's got, well, blood and injuries.
Can you please help her? I can't heal. Can you heal?
Lil, how bad injured is Lil actually?
Free lethal at the moment.
Pretty fuckered up.
I mean, not from where she came from. She came from 7 batching and 6 lethal, so she's actually doing rather well by now. But this is, yeah, like I said, you felt a huge power surge of infernal energies, or celestial ones, whatever way you like to look at it. So yeah, there's more blood on her than there are, like, than there is wounds right now, but it's still, yeah.
Yeah, Brian has medicine 4, so he can probably tell that mostly what's left is superficial, but you've healed a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Lil, you okay? What happened? I mean, clearly you've already done some healing yourself. If you need more, I can help you.
I'm fine. As long as you keep that bitch out of my sight.
He'll turn to look at Luna and then back and go, what happened?
We were sparring, and well, shit got out of control.
Shit or you?
I mean, is there a difference, really?
Right now, yes.
No, I was stupid. I hit too hard, and I probably shouldn't have hit her anymore. But just, and she all breathes, like she takes a deep breath. I didn't mean to hurt her. I was stupid. I've been trying to be, well, that doesn't help. What I did today doesn't help, but I was trying to be nice, and she does nothing but insult me all the time. And no, I'm not saying she deserved it. No, what I did was wrong. Just, it's annoying. It's frustrating.
Wait, so you sparred? This sounds like a poor. It sounds like a bad idea at the start to begin with, then. Admittedly.
Some other dudes thought we should get. It would work out our tension. Forgot his name. Wait, as something. To be fair, we didn't. We could have said we were against it, but I think both of us were just pissed.
At around this time, Nick Stark will probably just walk into the scene, having been following. I'll just say, for the sake of expediency, that he'd been following the massive ripples along the contours, the threads, as it were, of creation. You know, after all that lore, how can you not? Especially with his perception pool. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm not gonna lie. He simply walks into the gathering group, as it were, quite silently, listening to the little bits and pieces of conversation. Eventually works 2 and 2 together. Not what I was expecting, but is everything okay?
I think it will be.
Looks over to Leo, who still has the 3 lethal, kind of see if she has any input.
Lil is just kind of smoked the last of the cigarettes and immediately pulls out another and lights it up. Says, I'm pretty sure that Luna is very upset and needs a lot of comforting.
Oof.
Luna is. I think she was at like 2. No, she's like at 2 batting. She just got like bruises.
Okay.
Just. So yeah, Luna's probably like, well, she's making sure not to be in Leo's line of sight, and she seems very stressed.
Oh my gosh! For the sake of comedy, can we say that Luna's behind Maggie?
Okay.
Finally, in a beat-up family car, the brother turns up. He's, as always, as incredibly non-stylishly dressed as possible. The guy has no taste of combinations and no color. No idea of which colors would work. But he drives up. And when he gets to the park, he parks his car clumsily, not as good as Lil would do. And he just gets out of the car and gets to the area where he was told his sister would be and Luna. And then as soon as he spots the entire congregation of, well, what he considered mostly demons together, he frowns and like, what the hell happened here? And he's looking at Lil like she looks well, shit.
Lil just kind of shrugs. She has, well, I mean, she has an idea of why everybody came, but she's not exactly 100% sure. So, and she is not really in a mood to explain much. So yeah, she just kind of shrugs.
You look like hell. What the hell happened? Luna?
We were sparring, and well, I just came here, and there was your sister and some guy called Az. They were going to spar, and he saw that there was frustration between Luna and I, and he thought that we should spar it out, that it would work out. But we fought, and I was stupid. I've
Right.
been...
So you did this to her.
Yes.
So
If you want to punch me, do it.
How the hell did you do this? I mean, this isn't a bloody fist fight. Did you stab her with a knife?
No, we had sticks, and she'll probably point them. Hers is probably broken with with 7 damage in one hit. So yeah, there's probably one that's broken.
Right. So because you're mad with each other, you thought, why not beat each other to death with a stick? Because that will work.
Didn't want to hit her that hard.
It's not about what you want. It's about what you did, Luna. Look at my sister.
It's why I'm ringing. It's why I ring you. I was stupid. I tried to help you. I tried to help. I tried to get her up. She doesn't want my help. I don't blame her. I did do that, and she shows. But
I'm not one to say that we all should all just get along. I don't give a shit about that. But could you please, for our kind's sake, not do this in public? If you want to fight, if you want to really damage or kill each other, don't do this in an open public park next to a zoo. People walk here, keep their dogs and shit. Come on.
You think if I wanted to kill her, I'd fight her with a bloody stick?
You know exactly what I mean.
Besides, I wasn't the one.
No, you lost. I can clearly see, because she looks like she got a bruised eye. You look like you've been attacked by a fucking knife. You're a bloody mess.
She decided to continue.
Right. Well, I guess if you want to fight, because you have things to work out, sportsmanship isn't on the top of your list, I just assume.
Clearly.
So what would this fuss about then? If you need to get it out of your system.
Well, I was saying, what I did today definitely doesn't help. It makes it worse, but I've been trying to be nice ever since I met Lil. And everything she does, it just call me a bitch, and she insults me all the fucking time. When I try to help, she insults me. When I say hello, she insults me.
Yeah, so why do you care?
Poor baby's feelings got hurt.
Shut up, Luna. Off, Lil. Catch it.
Yeah, not the PIC, because that was hilarious.
That whole thing.
All those L's. Fuck. Anyway.
Shut up yourself.
What? You make me drive out here.
I didn't make you do bloody anything.
No, you just got yourself hurt, and now you're just acting like a fucking bee.
I don't care. I didn't ask for your help. I was perfectly fine.
Yes, you look perfectly fine as well.
I will be perfectly fine.
Yes, if you weren't anything else but a normal...
Okay, guys.
And then he looks at Anton like, what?
if you are worried about a fight attracting attention, you're starting to raise your voices. You might actually attract more attention than it was already possibly on here. Might want to tone it down a bit.
Should we go somewhere else?
Maybe a good call, depending on where we want to steer this conversation.
Yep.
I got a place we
So,
can go to.
before we continue, who are you again? And he's looking at what he considers the newest person in this gathering, the only one he hasn't met.
Maggie
Can
McKinney.
you be more specific?
I think it's Maggie.
If you don't know whoever I've met, then you have a bad memory, buddy. Yeah, of course I'm talking about Maggie.
Yeah,
Okay.
she responded pretty quickly with Maggie McKinney.
Right. And I assume you're one of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're new. Got attracted by the lift, I suppose.
Yeah. Just came down here to make sure things were all right, and seeing that they're all right, making sure they don't escalate any further.
I apologize. Sorry. I apologize if I can't remember anything about you, or if I should have anything more to do, or be more respectful than usual. But I can't remember a damn thing.
Vice versa, it's fine.
I have a place we can go to. Got a couple of back rooms that can be private.
He just looks at Maggie and then said, "Okay, before we continue, obviously you're not a Ravager. Please tell me you're not a bloody reconciler."
Oh, hell no.
Oh, good. That's all I want to know. You can clearly see he's like, okay, not one of those idiots. And then it'll be like, okay, so where do you want to go next? Because clearly she needs help. And he nods at Lil.
He'll give everybody an address. Go in the back way, back alley.
Karul's not surprised that the only way he normally gets into those places.
How do we get in fancy places? Well,
you go in through the back door, of course.
Yup.
Back door
Well-
shenanigans. It's been a few years.
We've got a person that's beat up and bleeding and all this. The back door is probably more advisable than a front door.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know.
And she did know. Fucking hell. Anyway,
So,
enough of the shit puns.
all jokes aside, yeah, Karul will actually look at Lil and say, "Are you good enough to drive?"
Of course I am.
I stole this here family thing. You might want to drive it. It's atrocious when it comes to shifting.
I have a car nearby.
I'll drive if you need me to.
By the way, do you want me to roll manipulation subterfuge for that lie?
Yes, of course, because I want to feel you out, obviously.
Oh, you see
Okay,
what happened?
let's-
I stepped out for a little bit.
Oh, Carol's just asking Lil if she's good enough to drive, and Lil was like, "Of course I am." Now I need to look up my dice pool. Manipulation, subterfuge. Oh, that's not
I got 3 successes to tell that you're lying.
Okay.
If you're lying.
Just waiting for Discord to be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm ready for you to use."
Hey,
Because Discord is being a bitch.
Yes,
Speaking of Discord.
that's a good. Yes, I will roll.
Oh, I got 3 successes.
All right.
Ties to the Defender, I can't tell.
I'm trying to load up Discord, but the computer's being a bitch.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know. I always found figuring out who's the Defender and lying is always an interesting topic.
Be successes.
Lying was empathy, right?
Yeah, perception
Yes.
empathy.
Perception, empathy. So that's all right. Damn it! I hate this freaking. There you go.
Did I?
Oh wow!
Wow.
All right. No specialization, sad face.
That is really sad in this case. Yeah, because now you lose.
Well, technically, yeah. If we square, Defender wins.
Yep.
So yeah, we have no idea.
1, 2, 3, 5 successes.
Okay. Yep. She's lying.
This Nick's the only one here who knows that stuff.
You're the only one who knows. Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm not
Wait a
even
minute.
rolling because Brian doesn't even have enough dice pool to get enough successes.
Where are you at?
Maggie does not have the dice pool, but admittedly, I don't think she cares anyway.
This is great. I love it. Thank you. But
Oh wait, Brian calls the BS card just from the sheer fact of, whenever you've got high levels of medicine and you've got specializations, you're like, no, she's injured,
True. I
May
think
think-
that's fair.
but she's medically not safe.
Either way, Nick will probably look at Kirill and just gently put like a hand on his shoulder and say, "I think you should let me drive for you guys."
Right. All right. Sure. Whatever. If you can drive this fucking heap of junk, and he walks over to the car, and as soon as you look into the car has well, let's just say you can clearly see it's been hot wired, and the ignition where it used to be the key now has a pocket knife and a screwdriver jammed into it in order to make it turn.
Nick just thinks one word. Figures.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Antoine just gets in his car in the back seat and it drives off.
Maggie looks over to Luna and asks, "So you got away or no?"
I normally use public transport.
Karul won't let Luna take public transport. She can sit next to Lil in the back of the car.
Lil is going to her own car. Lil is going to her own car. You can.
Oh, that happened. Okay. Maggie will look over to Luna and say, "Ride with me."
Okay.
I mean, in the end, it doesn't really change. Lil is still going to head to her own car.
Well, oh wait. Oh, okay. Right.
Oh man.
I have to drive my own car, so somebody has to drive Lil's car. Good luck.
Make me.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
No hands on my wheels besides my own.
Literally, who's first to the car gets behind the seat.
I mean, how? Lil has it properly locked up.
Oh, you actually did take your own car and not the fucking junk I steal now and again. Okay.
Is anyone rushing to stop Lil from taking her car?
No, because I have no. He said she can't drive, and I'm like, okay, so you drive, and he's looking at Nick because Nick told me.
Yeah, Nick's just waiting for the keys to be given to him, so he will drive.
Yeah, Karul will get in his own car.
Lil will unlock her car and we'll get behind the seats.
Fucking someone
Behind the wheel.
Lil.
can someone stop her from fucking driving?
No, come on.
I love Maggie. Like Maggie will actually get an appreciative, look from Lil. It's like, thank God, at least you understand.
He's literally learned not to just press wheel on these things. Figure out what you want to stand your ground on with her, and then stand it.
She's going to fucking
Okay, Lil's driving off. Not doing the best of jobs with only one success, but hey, it's not the worst either.
Yeah.
Well, when she sees that she's not like no crashing or looking disastrous, Luna will get in the car.
Rule looks at the way Lil is driving and think, "Wow, this is disastrous. I've never seen her drive like this." He drives like I do,
Because
and he will actually make sure that he drives behind Lil, or tries to keep up with Lil, knowing that she's mad. And
Yeah, Nick will, sorry, carry on, man.
But yes, Maggie. Since you're in the car with Luna, you'll see her when she gets in the car. She kind of puts her knees up and she puts her head between her knees and she's roll to see if you can, because she whispers something to herself, like if she keeps whispering something to herself. So if you want to roll to see if you can hear what she says.
damn it. Okay. I'll pull up Maggie's sheet.
I'd say it's diff. What would you guys say it is to hear someone whisper diff?
I'd say diff 8 at the moment
Okay.
because, also you need to focus on driving. So, but that's my opinion. It's an opinion, not a call.
Okay.
You know what? I don't think
of me.
I'll just fucking make it higher diff at least then.
Sounds
Because
fair.
in addition to driving, she's also laughing at Leo swerving.
Drunk bitch.
I mean, Bill's not doing a bad job per se. It's just.
Oh, it's not bad? Okay. My bad.
I
My
had a
bad.
success.
No, look,
it's
she
not-
can drive a car. She's usually a specialist, and now all of a sudden she drives not so much like a specialist.
She drives
So
like your
she-
grandma.
Still drive. She can still drive a car well, but compared to what she usually drives, it's shit. That's what I meant to say with the last comment I made about her driving.
Oh, okay. Maggie doesn't hear it, but Maggie will say something quick to Luna. First of all, I see the Fame 5 there. Is she a musician?
Yeah, she's the singer of a. It's quite recent. They became famous quite recent, but they became big because her voice. She's known to be to go from. It's a metal band, and she's known to go from very soft and melodious to the big, the roarish, very deep voice of metal.
Okay, so it's very
that Taylor Momsen,
got it.
whatever her name is.
Yeah, so she goes from the
so-
she literally goes from the voice of an angel to the voice of a demon kind of thing.
Yeah, so Maggie just kind of chills there. She'll just look over to Luna and say, "Seems like you have a lot of anger you need to work out."
I do.
I could use someone to spar with myself. I'll keep you in mind.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Why do you pick up a weapon?
I mean, we need to work something out. Now I'm scared of what I did.
Fair enough.
I just need time to adapt.
Can't adapt if you don't learn yourself. But I get you. Just want to skip to the place now?
Yes. Yes, I guess we can skip to the place where they are, get to the casino.
Yeah, where
All
Brian.
right. So when you drive up, there's a moderate sized casino. I mean, judging by the time of day, it's somewhere between mildly busy and moderately busy. As you go around the back, there's a black sedan idling with Antoine standing, leaning against it, smoking a cigarette, waiting for you guys to arrive. And security guard at the door, just shooting the shit with Antoine. Seems kind of like, if you're paying attention, it's almost like the security guard is talking to his boss, but they're having a jovial time at the same time. You know what I mean? Which is weird because Antoine can't be a day over 18.
I mean, we're in Dublin. I think he's allowed to drink at 18. So
Nope.
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 No?
Nope.
21, I believe.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
And cigarettes too.
Yeah.
In that case, Lil's also not old enough to smoke. But hey, fuck it. So yeah, I guess since everybody's like behind her, kind of like looking how she's driving, apparently, either laughing over it or being worried about it, Lil will get out or will stop the car first, and again steps out, lights a cigarette, and just takes a moment after she stepped out to kind of like, get the dizziness away, because 3 lethal, fucking hell. And will then straighten herself up and, kind of slowly walks over to the door, probably arriving with the rest of the bunch.
Yeah, there's about 6 different signs that says no smoking inside.
And the owner of the place is smoking.
I mean, she's not inside yet.
The owner of the place is smoking outside. All the signs are like, you know how the door is open, so you see the inside of the door as it's open. All the signs are on the inside of the door.
Right,
So-
Karul gets out of his car. He too lights up a cigarette. And then starts making his way to the back door.
Antoine lightly slaps the shoulder of the security guard. Goes, "See, I told you we should install a cigarette machine right there."
It's so funny.
The guard looks down at him, quirks an eyebrow, and goes, and just, "Yeah, I suppose you're right. You want me to look into it?" And Antoine goes, "Yes, actually, look into that." And the guy says, "Yes, boss," and walks into the back into the back hallway.
So,
All right, so
is there any obstruction for me to get in through the back door? Is it open or?
it's still open. Antoine will actually literally tell you guys no smoking inside. Even I'm not allowed to smoke in there.
Lol.
Don't you make the rules?
Are you even allowed to smoke in general, babyface?
He smirks. Oh yes, because I follow all the rules.
And Karul walks on.
Lil will wait till the very last second so she can, smoke as much from her cigarette as she can.
Huh, it actually looks like the Republic of Ireland, smoking and drinking age is 18.
Oh, is it 18? I thought it was 21.
Oh, apparently
Oh,
not.
no, it's,
It's lower than the rest of the UK and the EU.
yeah.
I mean, in France it's 18.
In the Netherlands, it's 18.
Technically, in the Netherlands, can be 16.
Not for smoking. For drinking, yes. Not for smoking.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. And,
I've been too long, too old to know exactly.
Yep,
those
yep,
possibilities, maybe.
in the Republic of Ireland, you can have cigarettes if you're below the age of 18, as long as you're over the age of 16, and the police can confiscate it, but you can't buy it.
Ah, right. Yeah. You can have it, you just can't. Yeah, smart.
So Antoine tosses a cigarette and leads everybody into a VIP room in the back.
Where?
Puts a no disturb sign on the door and closes it behind everybody.
Lil will take a chair and kind of put it in the corner of one of the rooms. One of the rooms. Wow. I mean, in the corner of one of the corners of the room, which is what I meant to say. God,
Went
English is
off
hard.
all the corners.
All the corners in all the rooms. You will see a Lil.
This is a very strange room. It keeps morphing itself to have more rooms and more corners.
Yeah. You do know that you do have a fiend here. They can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I can, but you know.
But yeah, now she's gonna place a chair so that she has a view on like the door, and literally like in the corner, so there's no one being able to stand behind her. And she's gonna, how do you say that when you kind of like use only the last two legs of the chair?
Lean
I don't know.
against the wall.
Mm-hmm. That.
There is a small bar in the room. Doesn't look overly well stocked.
All
Nick's
right.
going to go there and get himself a Coke with ice.
It's soon not going to be very well stocked, but yeah.
Yeah, as I said, Nick's going to get a Coke with ice because, hell's frozen over.
That's because all the smoking demons are outside of hell now.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, all
Of
that's
the 9,000 legions, only four of them smoked.
Of
Yes.
course.
Sure.
We're pariahs after all.
Yeah, never mind. The Great Beast and all the other archdukes wanting to use.
That's why we were put in the naughty corner.
Yeah,
See, that's they all smoke cigars. We're just the cigarette smokers.
Yeah, they were the cigar smokers. That's
Yeah,
why
the
they.
cigarette smokers had to pay. It's the cigarette smokers that had to go.
Yeah. Don't get us started on the roll-up ones.
And then there's the weed smokers. I mean,
Yeah, they just need to die. What?
Yeah, they haven't come out yet. They're kind of like, what? There's a door outside? Now you just made
I
it.
make a demon that has to come out of the closet.
See, the real question is, what brand of cigarettes does every character smoke?
Luckies.
Lucky Strike.
Marlboro.
It seems like that fucking $5 pack that tastes awful type.
In all honesty, I don't know what kind of brands you have in America, but just assume it's going to be the cheapest brand ever, because
No,
Well,
Joe.
It's in Ireland, so
Oh right, no, still I don't know what kind of brands they have in Ireland either.
Probably
Now,
the
the
same.
one brand I know if you're like Marlboro.
You can have like a Marlboro knockoff or something.
Oh, you mean like JPS?
Yeah, the thing is, though, I'm not sure if it's the same in Ireland, but over here in the UK, we're not allowed to advertisements, and all the cigarette packets, they don't have like their own branded like covers on them. They're like a generic, like black and white.
Really?
So, it's one of these weird schemes that Parliament made to try and like change, trying to combat smoking. It doesn't really do that much. It's not the like advertising that's really the thing that's addictive. It's the thing that's inside the cigarette, you know.
Right.
But Parliament's run by complete nerk, so Anyway,
Yeah,
back to you.
Like, they'll look almost the exact same, just like the bottom changes.
Yeah, if people do actually pay attention, Antoine is smoking a pack of cigarettes that says John Blair's Black on it, and it's black and gold package.
Fancy.
Yeah, where the ones that Ryan buys, they're distinct in the sense of JPS Silvers are like the only ones that have their own unique color and logo on it. They still have the same shit.
For the person who actually smoked one from the pack, they're not really John Blair's Black. They're just cheap cigarettes in a really expensive looking package.
That's fucking amazing.
All right, we're all alone here. Nobody will interrupt. No recording equipment. Don't wreck the place. Talk it out, I think they say.
Does anyone else want any Coke?
We don't have that. Oh, you mean
got
you
some
mean the
powder?
soda.
Oh, sorry, out one.
I think I'll just give you a Pepsi.
No. I don't. No. Just
Fanta.
no.
What about Fanta?
No. No.
Tizer?
No.
I don't think he wants to drink.
You're a 7-Up man.
No. Just
Matt,
no.
you do that?
Nick, just no. No.
Fair enough. Yeah, I imagine for the rest of the scene, Nick's going to be stood behind the bar acting as bartender.
Well, that's going to be two of us then.
Okay.
However, you're bartending.
That's fine. I'm by him.
So, what do we actually want to do here?
Drink.
There is something I wanted to ask all of you. Help me with, I mean. But before that happens, I think that Lil, well, I'm assuming that we need to all be on the same page, and I guess it's kind of obvious between you and Luna that there's some issues here that we should probably clear up.
No?
Okay. If that's fine with everyone.
Not much if we can do. She doesn't want to work this out.
I still don't know what needs to be worked out. You don't like
Why
it.
do I need to work
Get a fist fight.
something out with
fight.
someone? Why do I need to work something out with someone who's beaten me half to death? I'm not the one with anger management issues here.
Maggie just kind of looks at Leo and doesn't really say anything to that.
No, exactly. Yeah, her brother will simply raise one eyebrow and say, "Yeah, great insight, babe." Fuck.
Yeah, even Luna. She was there when Luna went to punch that guy. So she raises an eyebrow too.
Lil's just sitting there, eyes closed.
Sure. just someone who decides they don't like people, even if they try to help.
So are we here to actually discuss business? Or are we here to moan and bitch about things? Because I'm all for business. I don't really care about the rest. I don't need to like you. I don't need to like any of you.
That's acceptable to me. The business that I need your guys' help on is going to be quite extensive, and I don't want to feel like I'm taking control of the room.
You're not. Just ask a question.
And Nick actually looks at Kirill, and then he looks back to Lil. The two of you remember that tent where we found that Earthbound, right?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry. For clarity, for people that don't know, we followed this trail, the threads of creation by some lore. We weren't the only ones that followed it. There were these creatures, descendants of the third mortal Cain. They were there with us. I don't know what happened to them.
I know.
But here's the thing. When the Earthbound was trying to intimidate us, they were using lore, and a lot of it.
Galore?
Lore,
Lore? What do you mean lore?
as in lore, as in what we could do from before that we've remembered.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. They left a piece of themselves. I don't know what exactly I'm going to find, but I'm certain that I know part of their true name. Not all of it. I don't even know how big it would be, but I know enough to where to start. But I can't do it alone.
So what is your intention? What do you want to do then?
I don't need to explain to anyone here what happens when we're in possession of one another's true names. And a true name of a creature like that. Whoever they were from before. If nothing else, we can use it to defend ourselves against it. Because it obviously won't stop until it has enslaved every one of us here. We need occult tomes. We need hidden knowledge. Things we can use to start learning about it from what I already know. Assuming that we don't encounter its, well, Thrall, which seemed far more powerful than any mortal should be.
Did you discuss this with your friendly friend's tyrant thing?
I don't answer to the tyrant.
That's
And
all I
don't
needed
think
to know.
you-
Because I can share a juicy bit of gossip there on this guy who calls himself Tyrant of Dublin. He wants us to rescue this poor thing of an Earthbound because he feels sorry for it.
What are we, reconcilers?
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, Luna, who was kind of grim the whole time, she does pop a smile at that.
If it wants to subjugate us, then we break it. Plain and simple.
Yup, I agree.
I would feel sympathy for them. After all, we all came from the same place. But as they are right now, they can only do harm rather than good, no matter what their intentions are. It's kind of like you said. It's kind of like you said, Lil. We don't have to like each other, but a creature of that power, with those kind of minions following it, we have to do this, not because we like each other, but because we wish to survive. None of us has to be out here in this limited form that we are in. But here we are nonetheless.
Sure not. Besides, well, if we could, even if we could change it, purify it, whatever, that probably takes more time. I'm not sure we do. We have more time. This shit is pretty fucking powerful.
So many things have changed in creation since we last beheld it in all its glory. Since before the fall. Since before we were condemned. There's still so much that we don't know about our condition. Limited as it is right now.
I mean, better be limited than being all-powerful but cray-cray.
Exactly.
Truth. So, you mentioned that it has minions.
Like
Maybe.
Thrall. But I don't think I've ever seen... Well, I don't think, even for the most powerful among us, there have been Thralls kind of like that creature that was with it.
Which one?
Emissary? Or whatever?
Yeah, that's the one.
I killed him.
There you go, that solves that problem.
Nope, it does not.
No.
Guy came back.
Ah, then you didn't kill him, Jesus.
I killed it. He was dead, alright. People were screaming.
People are always...
True.
And
Like,
if there's
no.
one, there might be more.
So, I mean, that's a power base then. Do we know where it's centered? If that's the case? Or am I thinking too temporally?
I'd imagine it probably has some sort of base somewhere in Dublin. Or at least some place that it keeps itself safe.
I mean, if it's smart, it has multiple ones.
That is possible. From what little I do think I recall from this creature, it most definitely has to be an angel of the first house. And I say angel very loosely.
We all use angels very loosely. Nah.
No.
Ew.
Ah,
If it's of the first house, then definitely has some concrete power. Maybe it'd be a good idea to handle things from two different sides. Not all of us are scholars here, but I think quite a few of us have people that we can use to override its power base and erode it.
wow. You expect a lot.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly.
I suppose so. So, we want to start this amazing venture that you plan on unraveling our great enemy and blah, blah, blah.
Like I said, first things first, we need to learn more about the name.
Yeah, but the name isn't the name's a means to an end. Can we get to the means first?
I mean, I don't think it's just the name that we're looking for. That would be a nice bonus in between, but you can't just simply work on a name. I think first we need is information. We know it's for the first house. Kind of know what it can do. We know it can create a sort of golem thing. It has experience in a couple of layers within the city, like banking. It knows its way around explosives, whether they are supernatural or not, because it fucking blew up our house.
True.
But that was green fire, so that's bad.
I think.
Does this thing have anything to do with those hounds?
Yep.
It's possible.
Oh wait, no, them dumb dogs were the Ravengers kind of dogs, right?
Yeah.
We have to deal with that shit too.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least some correspondence between them.
Nah, I don't know. But, I mean, at the moment, let's be quite honest. Even if all of us go up against that fucking Earthbound thing, I don't think we're gonna win. Like, it's simple as that. If we're not being idiots who find out information and go after things that we can beat, things that will make us stronger, while finding out more information.
I have a stupid idea. Well, maybe it's not quite so stupid.
Add them to the collection of other stupid ideas. Come on.
So we understand that the tyrant wants to, I don't know what sort of appropriate word, tame this thing?
Yep.
Yeah, he has like a whole room filled with like jars of some kind, and he wants to add it to the collection. Oh,
So,
by the way, we do have a dog of the tyrant in here, as she's looking directly at Carnage.
she's looking at the Carnage. Antoine will look at Carnage.
And Nick will also look at Carnage, because everyone else is.
And you never look at Carnage.
I will simply take a swig of my drink since he seems to be the most important guy in the room. I don't have to look at him either.
Now Maggie looks at Carnage.
Wait. Just to finish it, there is a mirror so Carnage can look at Carnage too.
There we go. Perfect.
Look, I started the trends. Everybody look at Carnage. Okay, I think first things first. Since I don't know if anyone or if everyone has met this guy that calls himself Tyrant. Like, I think he's stronger than most of us are, but I'm not quite sure if I'm entirely a fan of his ideas.
He has a giant clubhouse. That's fun.
I'm just saying, if we think this think is not the right word, but let's just go with it for a moment. If we think this Earthbound is such a big threat, why don't we let the tyrant play out his plan? Maybe weakens it so that we can take care of it later.
Because it requires us to put ourselves at danger and for no reward for their benefit.
Yep. That's pretty much it. But then again, he is the tyrant. Isn't that how it works?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is he the tyrant? What makes someone a tyrant? I mean, I can say I'm a tyrant of Dublin. As long as you guys don't agree with me, I can be the tyrant of fuck all, like of entire Ireland. If no one follows me, I'll just be one person.
I am the tyrant of my car.
There you go.
I am sure.
See what I mean? So, like, I don't necessarily mind playing out his game, but I don't want to, like, in all honesty, risk my life for some idea that I don't think is going to work as long as we're not all at least his power level or more. Like, you know, I'm not going to fight a Super Saiyan if I'm just a human.
is there any legitimacy to his plan? I haven't heard his plan, so I don't know.
I don't know much about it either. Like, he showed it to me, and he was like, that he wanted to help, and that he could, like, you know, entrap her, and therefore the fucking Earthbound didn't need to go back to hell, because in his words, that would be a fate worse than death.
Well,
Can't really tell.
so it would require having the item on hand whenever we go to destroy whatever vessel is tying the Earthbound here. We'd have to do that anyways. Unless, of course, we're just going to try and attack how the Earthbound has faith, attack all of its thralls and sources of faith.
That is an option.
But if we actually go to take it on and are going to try and destroy what's anchoring it here, bringing the item from the tyrant is just carrying an extra item. It's not much of an added risk or threat.
I mean, you're probably right, but this Earthbound bitch has hurt me. Has hurt people close to me. I don't want it to be peacefully locked up in a jar. I want it to suffer. I want it to hurt. I want it to know what it did and that it pays for it.
I just want to get it out of Dublin. Get it out of this world. It won't let us be at peace until we do. There's so much more that I have yet to learn about this world that we've awoken into. Something like this is a distraction.
Well, I mean, we can ask this tyrant for clarification. We can just put it to a fucking vote if we want to be democratic about it.
Well, I would be for either destroying it or warding it away from us.
I don't know. It sounds like everybody's up on the destroying it part.
I mean, warding it
no.
away.
I'm not necessarily for destroying it. I'm not saying that it shouldn't suffer. I'm just saying I don't know enough to take this cracker down. So since I don't know what I need to do to take it down, anything to get rid of it is fine by me. Destruction, suffering, jar play, I don't care. As long as it's out of here.
Well, I mean, warding it somewhere else. We're just giving someone else the same trouble we have.
I don't give a shit. It's not my problem.
I don't care to make it suffer. I want it stopped. Period.
Yeah.
And I don't want it locked away so that way top men can deal with it.
Yeah, and the difference between destruction and putting it in the jar or jar plays, that those should be roughly the same equivalent, other than where the end binding is, or well, lack thereof.
I guess.
Unless, of course, like you were meaning to try and destroy the essence that actually makes the Earthbound a fallen, an angel.
Well, I don't know.
So who's gonna talk to the bloody tyrant about this? Because let's face it, if we want more information, he's the source.
I can do it.
Cool.
I think I can follow up on my own. Well, I can probably start searching for the Earthbound's name, or at least continuing in trying to research further aspects of it. However, the more pieces that I do find, the more likely that this Earthbound is going to notice.
I mean, that'll get her off my tail. I don't mind.
It is possible we could use that as a distraction, if it comes to it.
No, I don't know what I can do to help, but
Me neither.
Not sure what I can do either.
I
You're an
mean-
angel of the last house, aren't you?
sorry I missed
And-
that.
Yes, right. Nick actually probably will be looking at Curl at this moment, so just to say, you're an angel of the last house, aren't you?
Yeah,
Can you speak to the dead?
of course.
Maybe they can help us out.
Right, scouting. I can do hiding and scouting. I can do that. Just point me at a place, and I'll see what I can do.
Also, I do agree with, I don't know who said that, but we need to find out where the Earthbound strength lies other than with the Earthbound itself. There's this guy calling himself the Emissary. That is a problem. But they have influences in other places in Dublin. We find that out, we learn more about it. I think everybody can help with that. Everybody knows people in the city, at least some, in some place. Like, Miss Bitch over there knows all the fancy people, I guess. And, well, I guess everybody has their own circle of influence.
Thing we should worry about is if there's one of these emissaries who may have set himself up with a couple of them, so we should be ready to face more than one of them.
Agreed.
I don't know if she'd have more of them. Like, it was always the same guy, and I've seen him a couple of times now.
Yeah, but even I'm capable of making another one person look like another person.
Fair enough.
We could be facing 6 or 7 of different guys just made to look the same.
So what can you actually do? Because you say, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what you can do.
Well, I said I don't know what I can do to help.
So what can you do? Then we know how you might be able to help.
I do have some influences.
Mhm.
Well, there was the interesting little effect that I pulled on the hounds.
That was fucking interesting. Sorry, I know how to English because yeah, that was fucking interesting. All right.
It was bloody brilliant.
He shrugs.
So-
I'm capable of making people look like other people, understanding most languages. Out of character, Ian basically describes
Lord of Humanity.
Antoine basically describes transfiguration, longing, and humanity.
When you mentioned the longing one, you can definitely see the Cruel tries to pay more attention. He's interested in that one.
Where Brian's attention was more focused on the transfiguration.
Because I say it that way because Ian hasn't played Demon much. This is my second scene as of Demon ever, and so I don't know how to describe in character those particular lores. So input appropriate description.
Okay. I mean, that might be a dangerous play, but if we could pull it off. So, how well are you at, like, making someone look like something from a description or from, I don't know? Like, say I would describe to you this emissary. Could you make me look like him?
Wait a second, let me check the power carefully. Unless somebody else knows the answer to that better than I would.
How many dots do you have?
I have a transfiguration. I have 2 dots.
I'm looking at it. No, you can alter maybe I'm looking for the wiki here right here because I wanted to have a quick look.
Cosmetic features.
Yeah.
If there's any difference in shape, physical shape, dimension, height, weight, shoulder width, or girth, then no, you wouldn't be able to. And it would take the 4th dot to assume the appearance of a particular person.
Well, I can start working on it.
So as you guys are discussing all this, Karul seems to be less and less captivated by all the talk. So yeah, he's going to say, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to see if my ghost buddies have something to say. Nobody else needs me. I'm off.
Antoine's going to hand everybody a black card with gold writing on it. It's an odd language. Ian doesn't actually have a idea of which language it is yet, but there's a language on there. All the card does is get you access to this room. It's basically your card, a invite to get into this room.
I can read the card if you want me to.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Ian actually hasn't decided which language it is on it. It's just a get into this room card. It has no actual power. It's you present the card to security, and security escorts you to the room.
Perfect. Well, Karul will just put it in one of the pockets in his pants, and we'll just you'll walk out and say, "Yeah, see you later."
And Luna doesn't want to do this in public, so she'll follow. And when she's out, go wait.
Yeah, it's up.
I didn't want to give this to your sister because she'll probably tear it up and be stupid, but I heard her say that you guys needed a house. Well, your house was blown up.
Yeah, the Earthbound can't blow up my house, yeah.
And she'll get out her little, make a, forgot for what you call them, when you put a certain amount of money on a thing, then you sign and then they can get it.
Check.
Oh,
Check. She'll make a check of bringing her the resources to 3 for the month, 750,000 euros, and goes, this should get you a house. After what I did, you guys get a house, and I was.
She will never accept it. Also, no, listen, Luna, listen. She will never accept it. She's a proud woman. You know this. I love my sister, but I cannot accept it either. And the reason is this. The Earthbound attacked our house. It blew up my house. And we didn't know how she knew where we got there, how we got there. So we're trying to keep our house as fluent as possible, so the Earthbound can't really. It's hard to figure out where we live. As soon as we have a steady house, she knows where we live, and there's a bigger chance she will blow it up. That'll be a waste of money. If you give me lots of money, I'd rather use it for something useful.
Then you can use it for something else and just not tell her.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but that's the point. If I'm gonna suddenly appear with a wad of cash, she's gonna ask where it comes from. Now, I have a ton of ideas where I can spend it on, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, like, she would not accept that from me because she will think it will come from somewhere like you. And I'm not gonna lie to my sister, you know, she's my sister. So what I can do for you, if you want to do something good, if you want to, show that you're a force to be reckoned with, a tough girl like she is, then don't fucking worry about it. Let it go. You know, don't pussy out about it. Just say, well, I fucked it up. Those things happen. I lost a couple of teeth. No worries. I think that'll work better than trying to buy her friendship and buy my friendship or buy her loyalty. That doesn't work like that where we come from. I mean, money is good and all, but action speaks louder than words. And then Karul just keeps on going. He keeps on walking back to his beat up car and drives it to the chop shop.
And she'll come back in.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to Earthbound, we need fucking information. We need as much information, and I don't really care how we get the information. What's interesting is maybe if you can try and find some of her followers. Like, I can't imagine she doesn't have a cult or something. It just means we have to root it out, because they're in every layer of society. But we also need to look into the Revengers. That's an issue as well.
If you do find any of the Earthbound's cultists, I would like to speak with them. At least, if nothing else, we'll know what they refer to their mistress as. And that'll help narrow down the search.
Find the cultist. Get him. Like, I'm not a miracle worker. I can't just snap my fingers and give you a cultist.
No.
We're not going to present you a cultist on like a silver platter. You wanna have a cultist? Help. Work with it.
I am.
Thing is if the cultists put up as much of a fight as you say the thralls do, then the likelihood of the cultists surviving an encounter is probably very low.
I don't think surviving is much of an issue. There are slayers among us.
Well.
To be honest, when it comes to like actually the Revengers and the Earthbounds, what we need is information. Like, where the fuck are they? What the fuck do they look like? And who the fuck is following them?
There's a more important question we should be asking ourselves. Are they working alongside each other or in opposition to each other?
Something we're going to find out. My guess would be right now, since, well, they might be powerful, but there's a lot more of us, is together till it's no longer, well, till it no longer profits them.
Agreed.
Well, I don't think I have much. Not right now.
Well, I believe I am going to head out and go talk to the tyrant, and then also continue trying to find some of the chimera that are out roaming. Been trying for a while, but they're relatively decent at hiding.
While you're talking to him, can you tell him to stop talking about people like he owns them?
I can make the suggestion.
And just nod.
And, Brian will head out. Because I have to head out. Because I have things to do. Oh.
And, yeah, Luna will sigh. I should get going too. And with that, she'll leave, putting her hoodie on. And with that, if everyone is okay, anyone wanting to add anything? I guess we can end this in there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we'll see you on another episode of Dublin in Darkness. Darkness in Dublin.